Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The run from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Fires left. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they jump on top.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
USA 7, Miami 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Going to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Harris back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward, because they have not run it well.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Give to the back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. Didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
USC, number 86, with the grab and the score.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Delivers the contact. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USA 14, Miami 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Harris will throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
This is a third and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Still looking. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Miami.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Movement here from the tight end. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Harris back to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well, and they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get laddered up.
Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Coming after him. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans! Ready to try the point after.
Number 86.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Harris will throw. He's going for it all. And he reels it in inside the 30. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Between the uprights, it's good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That Miami offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Going to the running game. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
To the ground. He's got it again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his tight end. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver.
Touchdown USC! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Miami, 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Williams will pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Miami.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Motion from the offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks.
He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up.
USA 35, Miami 3.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Now from inside the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking for a crease to the left. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead of how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exact.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 86.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Throwing right. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And the stomping has commenced.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarter...
Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Falls ball's incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Buys a little time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, USC! And the punishment has been extended. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 55, Miami 17.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the ground with the counter. Nice move to keep running. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Williams will pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
That pass not close as he got thrilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. He's taking the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. The 10. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score USC 62, Miami 24.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback will audible. Williams looking for a man. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The back goes in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unleashes one. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.